Hi, welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. Today's pick a card is going to be what good thing is coming in, but also what bad thing you don't see coming in. So it's going to be kind of like, do you want to hear the good news or the bad news first? Okay, we're going to get a good news and a bad news in this reading. Okay, we are going to be doing 4 piles, so let's go ahead and take a look at the piles. So for pile 1, we have the pink card here with the little compass and the stars. What good things coming in, also what bad thing you don't see coming. Pile 1. Pile 2, we have this blue vehicle here with the camera, a map of the US, and it says let's go travel. What good thing is coming in and what also bad thing you don't see coming. Pile 2. Pile 3, we have this big, what is this called, like an RV, something like that, right? Something like that. You know what I mean. I can't think of the word right now. So we have this one, and it has the little like party banners on it, little travel. Okay, what good thing is coming in, and also what bad thing you don't see coming. Pile 3. And pile number 4. Oh, sorry. We have this blue car here. Okay, we have the blue car pushing the little what is this called? Like the little wagon or whatever. Okay, pile 4, and there's a star there too. What good thing is coming in and what bad thing you don't see coming, pile 4. Okay, so go ahead, take a look at the piles. If you feel called to pick more than one pile, go right ahead. Timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Hi, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 1, this pink card here, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with fire. So you could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at what good thing is coming, and then we'll see what bad thing is coming, and then we will pull from my friend Raya's from Vibe About It. We'll pull from her Oracle decks, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. Okay, so what good thing is coming in? We have the Star, Aquarius energy. We have the 4 of Cups, and we have the Moon in reverse. Okay. So I'm getting that the good thing is that you're going to have clarity over what you want to do, over your path, over where you want to be in life, basically, just overall the whole thing, right? Because I almost feel like here you were feeling lost, bored, confused, not knowing what to do, what path to take. Feeling lost is what I'm getting, but I do see like the clarity of it coming in. We do have the moon in the reverse. What does the moon do? It gives us clarity, illumination. When we can't see things, it lights the way. So that, and then we're here with the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups normally is like somebody that isn't paying attention because their mind might be distracted or off somewhere else. So I feel like you now are able to kind of have more focus on what to do, or maybe even just on the thing that you are doing or where you want to be. Now you're able to maybe focus more because maybe you felt like you were off or your energy was off. It almost seems like your focus is there, your understanding is there, there's clarity here. I do feel like there is clarity here. So we do have Aquarius here. The moon is Cancer, Pisces, and then the 4 of Cups is also water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and Aquarius is the water bearer, right? Even though it is an air element, it's the water bearer. So this is all water. So this is all emotion. So maybe feeling lost in your emotions, maybe in the decision or your feelings about somebody. Maybe your feelings were kind of I'm not sure if I'm really into them. Like maybe that type of thing. Maybe now you're going to be sure, like I'm really into them or I'm not into them. So now you're going to have that clarity of what you really want, where you really want to take this, whatever the situation is. Like you're really going to know what path you want for yourself, for your life, and what direction you want it to be. Okay. So that is the good thing. And now let's go ahead and see what bad thing. Okay. So we have the Strength card in the reverse, Leo. We have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Normally that's Cancer to me, the Queen of Cups. And we have the King of Wands in the reverse, fire element, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, so we do have 2 fire here and water in the middle with the Queen of Cups. So with this too, with the bad thing here is that I'm seeing that maybe you had a difficulty making a decision. Maybe there's been a difficulty, right, with letting go of something or someone, because I also feel kind of like, mm, I want to say, well, I don't want to say, it's kind of like your ego hasn't let you. There's this part of you that was like, no, 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 I have to have it like this, or I have to have this person, or I have to have things this way, right? Even though there's conflict here with the King of Wands, right? But I do feel like this is just that negative aspect, that shadow aspect. And then the Queen of Cups does have the moon behind her. So it's like, yeah, you haven't been able to maybe confront or realize, right, what what you didn't really want. So I do feel like there's just been this stubbornness here, especially with the Strength card in the reverse, the King of Wands in the reverse. um the King of Wands in the reverse kind of reminds me of the Emperor sometimes. It's a very like dominant, I am the boss here, I control things type of energy. So again, it's kind of like maybe you were trying to control something or have it a certain way, not really wanting to see it for what it really was, or you know what I mean? Maybe just kind of changing the narrative in your head a little bit, right? Somewhat. And that was the problem here. That was the bad thing. Then this could also be the bad thing coming in, but then also with the good thing here, it's like you might be able to see it. So it's kind of like the bad thing coming in, you're not able to see it, or you want it a certain way. But then with the good thing, it's like, but then we have clarity over it, right? And then we're able to really decide and see it for what it really is, or see this person for what they really are. Maybe this isn't your energy. Maybe this is like another person's energy. Somebody that again tries to control the narrative, tries to be the one like, no, this is how it is, or this is how I want it, type of thing. Okay, let's go ahead and get you some cards from my friend Vibe about it. I'm going to have her shops linked in my description, so you can check out her deck. She has so many decks. And so, anyways, let's go ahead and get a card for each question here. Oh, too many cards. Oh my gosh, and look, we have the crescent moon. Wow. Okay. There's a lot of moon energy here, a lot of uncertainty, but then the clarity comes in. Okay, we have 23 breaking down to a 5, changes, choices, and challenges with crescent moon. New transitional phase, letting go. Yeah, birth of life, reflection, yes, creativity, divine feminine, and sexual magnetism. Wow, okay. So I do feel a flow of new ideas, a flow of changing, of releasing to maybe what you were holding on to. Okay, let's go over here. Let's get a card for over here. New transitional phase. Yeah, there's definitely change here with you, pile 1. And maybe you didn't want to see change before. I also feel like maybe you didn't want to see change. You didn't want to accept change, or you didn't want to have to like go through the change, because sometimes change is a struggle, right? Especially with 5, right? 23 breaks down to a 5, changes, challenges, and choices. And changes do bring challenges. It's difficult to change. It's not all easy peasy, right? It's not all easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like, changes are difficult. Ooh, too many cards. I'll just take the top. Oh my god, and we have Jupiter. We have Jupiter energy here, 27 breaking down to a 9, 9 the number of completion, exploration, philosophical, moral values, abstract thinking, the higher learning, luck, good, long-lasting travel. And travel here, right? You might be traveling here with the little compass and the little car going this way. Optimism and expansion. So definitely optimistic about your choices, and now being like, look, this is what I want and this is what I don't want, as to where before it was maybe like, I don't know what to do, I don't know which way to go, should I stop here or should I keep going? Okay, let's get another one here for this side. Just take that. Okay, so we have card number 100, okay, which breaks down to the number 1, the number of beginnings. Wristwatch. Wealth is coming. Act now. Don't wait. Trustworthy, reliable, be spontaneous. Your wish will come true. Divine timing. Look at that. So, oh my gosh, divine timing here. So things are going to work out. Act now. It says don't waste time. And again, with this card here, with the Four of Cups, again, it's just kind of like sitting there, not really taking any action. But I do feel like you now knowing where your action is, right? Everybody has their own action going, but it's like now you know where your action is. Now you know what to do. What is the choice for you? Okay, let me get one more. Ooh, okay. And we have the dead flowers, 36 breaking down to a 9. Wow, 27 Jupiter breaks down to a 9. And then the dead flowers break down to a 9 too. Okay, lots of completions here, lots of endings. Dead flowers, decay, bonds are breaking off. Yeah, exactly. Grief, too much time has passed. Sadness, negative energy around you, and death. Wow. So there has been negative energy around you. And again, like I said, maybe you didn't want to see it. You were kind of like, oh, or just wanting to kind of change it and be like, okay, well, it's not that bad. Well, now it's like you seeing it, getting rid of it, and then we have Jupiter giving that expansion of like, look, good things can come in, but first you have to acknowledge the bad and then remove it, right? But I hate Dr. Phil. I absolutely hate him, but he always said this one expression that I did like. It said he would say, "You can't change what you don't acknowledge," and that's absolutely true. So yeah, so you can't change what you don't acknowledge, and I do see you acknowledging things and then changing them. So I really do like that here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you one of these cards, a final card here from my Cali Love Vibes deck. Okay. I feel like you realizing what real love is, or self love, or love from somebody else. You know what I mean? Like saying, this isn't love, this isn't somebody loving me, or this isn't me giving myself self love. So it's like having that realization, like, wait, this isn't love. And changing those dead flowers for luck, for expansion here. Okay, we have number 10 breaking down to a 1, new beginnings. You are about to get sweet rewards for your hard work. There you go. Okay, you're about to get sweet rewards for your hard work because you've been that little busy bee putting in that work. Okay, and smelling that flower, stopping to smell that flower of your sweet rewards. Okay, all right, pile one, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 2, this card here with the blue vehicle, the camera, and the map, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with air. So you could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at what good thing is coming in. Oh, we have the death card. Okay, first card, death, Scorpio energy. Something is changing here. Some type of transformation is happening. We have the tower in the reverse, or something's already happened that is changing things. So there's like something that already happened in the past that is changing how things proceed from now on. You know what I mean? Okay, and then we have justice. Oh, Libra energy. Okay, so we have Scorpio, and then we have Scorpio Aries again, and then we have Libra. So things are going to transition, but in a positive way here for you, especially with the Justice card up in the reverse. It could even be your legal troubles subsiding, going away, getting better, or just your karma, your justice, things for you happening now, moving forward in a way that is positive, because you did have a tower moment here. This is something to me that's already happened in the past. So it's like now we're from whatever negative thing this was that happened in the past that might have broken you down, that might have changed something in you. It's like from that, it's basically kind of changed you to be the person you are now. And moving forward, you're somebody different, you're somebody changed. But it's this is like the positive version of you. It's kind of like going through the darkness. You were able to see the light, or you are the light, right? Even being in the darkness, you're not afraid because you inside are that light. So I do feel that positive thing, now moving forward after this darkness, after this tower moment. You could have had a loss too. Somebody could have passed, which if you did, I'm so sorry. But I do feel like this could have even been like a spiritual awakening, something that happened that it changed something in you, but for the better. Because sometimes people go through like some really nasty negative stuff in their life, and it makes them kind of a worse person. It brings them down to this low vibration of where they and their environment gets really bad. And I feel like for you, whatever this was, it turned things around for you to where, again, it's like that darkness gave you that light, or it made your light bigger. It expanded you. It expanded your light. So whatever this is moving forward, there's justice here for you. There's balance, a balancing of the scales, because again, maybe things were bad for you. Maybe this tower moment was just bad situations, right? One bad thing after another. You're like, if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all, that type of thing, right? And it seems like now things are balancing out for you. Things are going to come in where there's a little more positiveness. There's going to be a little more smiling on your face. You know what I mean? I see something like that. Communication too, better communication. Could be with a partner or just people in general, but I do see better communication here for you. Especially you did pick air element. Air is, the element of communication, right? So yeah, I definitely do see that. Okay, let's take a look at something negative coming in. So we have the Two of Cups here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a lot of water. And then we have the Three of Wands, Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. Wow, very interesting, because he seems, this Three of Wands here, he seems, or she, oh, I'm not sure what, but this character here seems to be connected to these plants through these wands, through the umbilical cord. And the moon is blowing light. This is very interesting. There's a connection here with something or somebody that you're waiting for, or somebody that you waited for. Somebody that you thought, hmm, somebody that you thought was going to come around, maybe too, is what I'm getting, and do right by you or do the right thing, and that didn't happen, or it's not going to happen. So this is kind of like that bad thing you don't see. So maybe you've been waiting for somebody to do something good or do something right, and it doesn't seem like that's going to happen, but you've been excited, almost like a child excited, waiting for this, or waiting for this person, or waiting for this situation, for something to happen or pick up or change. There's something there, and you're like, okay, yeah, yeah, I don't know. They said they're going to move in with me, right? They said they're going to move in with me. Just give them a month, and then a month passes, and then, oh, they said to give them 2 months, and then another two. You know what I mean? There's something there where you've been kind of like, wait, almost like being left high and dry with someone. And this could be a relationship, because we do have the Two of Cups here. This could also be a karmic connection. Okay, so this is, like I said, this is like the good and the bad, but here with the bad, like, this is, might be like a karmic connection, but it also might be where you get another understanding. You're like, man, I'm tired of these lessons, I'm tired of this. But honestly, I do feel like, here we go again, right? It's like another lesson for more understanding, more light coming in, because again, there's, the moon is shining light on these three wands, and again, the wands are connected to her belly button, almost like an umbilical cord, right? Interesting. This could even be somebody you have a child with, or you were expecting a child, because I feel like waiting here, waiting. So maybe, or maybe this person told you they wanted kids, but they weren't ready yet to just wait, or something like that, right? And it just, that wait, like, never happened. That's what I'm getting to, or it's not going to happen with this person. Like, this isn't the right one. I don't see a readiness here too. So that might be the bad thing too, that I see, because we have the good, the bad. The bad thing here is like, there's, the readiness isn't there. And it might, you might be ready on your part, but I see like readiness not there from this other person. This Two of Cups here. The readiness isn't there yet. Hmm. Yeah, we do have these moons here. I do see a letting go too. So you might do a letting go, and like I said, like a moving forward after all these bad things. You're moving forward to have balance, because it's been like all these towers, right? All these transitions that you didn't want. Like, I don't want all these changes. hmm. Okay, let me go ahead and get you one of these cards from my friend Raya's Vibe About It. Her shop, I'm going to have it linked in the description. Okay, I'm going to have her shop linked to there, so you can check out all her decks. This is the second time I see this card right now. Blanket. Feeling threatened from others, insecure, trying to hide a situation, confused, lonely, fear of unknown, defensiveness, and hopelessness. So I'm kind of getting here, but let's go over here. Okay, let's go over here with this first. Yeah, that was pretty fast. Okay. We have curtains, number 99. Not taking a leap of faith, health issues, fears, disconnected from others, isolation, lethargic, exposing too much, revealing too little, and secrets. Wow. Very Scorpio and Tower energy here, right? With the Tower and Death. Very Scorpio energy of like things being hidden, not being able to see what's behind the curtain, right? Because it's in the reverse. See, this is the upright and it came out in the reverse. So again, I feel like you've gone through a lot of things. You might even have had health issues, okay? Because we do have health issues here, and it says not taking a leap of faith, fears and disconnected. So yeah, maybe you have had fears and you've been disconnected because you're like, damn, it's been one tower after another, it's been one lesson after another. You're like, how much do I got to learn, right? But again, I do feel like your attitude is a really good attitude. It's not an attitude that it's actually going to kind of destroy you or bring you down. It's an attitude that's actually going to give you the strength to kind of keep pushing, to kind of like keep carrying whatever you're dealing with, and then release it and not take it with you and not let it take you down. Okay, let's get a card for this side over here. Ooh, okay. And we have 24 breaking down 6 with Mercury. Wow, Mercury. Okay, air element for sure. Okay, quick action, adaptable, selective, wise and clear and concise communication, quick wit, intellectually expressive, and what is that word? Processes into clarity. Goodness gracious, I can't talk. Okay, so processing into clarity, communication here. And again, maybe here with this bad thing you don't see coming is the communication, has been the lack of communication. I think there's also a lack of trust here, or somebody again being untruthful with you. Oh, look, the air card just fell out. Somebody being untruthful, and it's like you seeing it and you're saying, wait, this has been going on too long and I'm not about to fall into one of these tower moments again. So, you know what I mean? It's having that clarity to be like, look, tell me the truth. Is this going to happen? Is this not going to happen? Because I don't want to keep waiting. I don't want to keep waiting here for this. Quick action. Yeah, you're going to make a decision to cut this negative energy situation off, I think. Okay, let's get you one more of these cards. Okay, this is her symbols deck. This is volume 1 and this is volume 2. So again, I'm going to have her shops linked in the description. Check out her decks. Okay, so let me get a card for this side. And we have angel number 2, protection, spirituality, guidance, innocence, purity, healing, authentic, heavenly connected, strength, and wisdom. What did I say about you having the strength to push on, especially through all these damn lessons you've had to endure? And the angel, look at all this light, all this white. And like I said, this is you after all these tower moments and all these transformations here with the death card. This is you, this angel, okay? Protection, spirituality, guidance. You are definitely spiritually protected. You're being guided, authentic, heavenly connected, strength and wisdom. Yeah, again, wisdom, right? After the strength and all the endurance that you've had to see, that you've had to endure, that you have to put up with, it's giving you a lot of wisdom. I kind of feel like the turtle spirit animal here for you too. You might like turtles, but I definitely do like feel the turtle spirit animal with you too, with this angel. Okay, let's get one for this side. Seriously, stop falling. Okay. Seriously. Okay, there it is. And we have ladder here, 50 breaking down to a 5 again, 5 changes, choices, and challenges. Climbing your way to the top, willingness to grow spiritually, success, setting and reevaluating your goals. Like, yeah, reevaluating like the situation, like, wait, is this real? Is this true? Is this not? I need communication here. I need answers. And again, it's like you reevaluating things to change things and not let them drag you down, but instead you're going to climb up that ladder. Here it says willingness to grow spiritually. Yeah, I do feel like you're somebody very, very spiritual here with this angel here too. And the justice card, the ladder. Yeah, I do feel like you're somebody very spiritual. And again, it's like we have people that stop believing and in connection, right, with spirit. There's people that stop believing because they've gone through so much. But then we have the people that have gone through so much that because of what they've gone through, they still believe, and their belief is actually even stronger. And that's what I feel here with you. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get you one last message here from my Kelly Love vibes, and that will be it. Okay. One last message for pile 2, please. One last message for pile 2. Okay. And we have 25 breaking down to a 7. Life is full of illusions, so use your discernment. Absolutely. Absolutely use your discernment, you know. Again, you don't want to be played with this bad thing kind of coming in here. You don't want somebody to play you, because that's what I'm kind of feeling here. But also you figuring it out because you've gone through so many things and you're moving in a positive direction. You don't want somebody to come in and then try to stop all that, try to stop your progress, try to stop all your movement that you've done by trying to play you, because that is what I'm kind of getting here. Like somebody trying to come in and trying to play you, and you're like, no, okay, no, not gonna happen. Okay. All right, well, that's all I have for you, pile 2. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, this image here, I always like to associate the piles with an element, and so for this pile, I've associated it with water. So you could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look. Oh my goodness, at what good things are coming in. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. Oh, I love it. Okay, fire energy. That's normally Leo, could be Aries, Sagittarius. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Normally that is Gemini for me. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, earth element, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Normally the Queen of Pentacles is Virgo for me. Okay, so what good things are coming in. I love it because I feel like this is more money coming in, and it's also less stress, less worries, because the Nine of Swords is here, but it's in the reverse, and I actually like it when it's in the reverse because it's telling me that we are less stressed. Okay, we're having less anxiety, less stress, less depression. It's like our emotions are starting to become more regulated, and we're starting to feel better. Maybe even not sleeping at night, but now that it's in the reverse, we're able to sleep, we're able to rest a little bit. Okay, and here with the Queen of Wands, I mean, I love the Queen of Wands. She's so like in her power, she's so witchy, she's so witchy, she's so all that, right? So I do feel like, again, you're starting to feel better. The good thing that is coming in, you're starting to feel better about your situations, because again, it could be like with a money situation, things are going to be more in balance. I also get you're somebody very giving. The Queen of Pentacles is very just. She's very giving. She's very loving too, especially, you know, like with those that she loves. And if she has children, if you have children, you're very loving, you're very giving. You make sure that, you know, all their needs are met, all they're provided for. And I feel like maybe that could have been something that you were worried about providing, or having their needs met, or something like that, right? Something was worrying you, but again, it's in the reverse. So we're starting to see our situation take a turn for the better here with the Queen of Wands. She is the witchiest of the queens, so you might have, you know, been working really hard at trying to manifest more, maybe even done a little ritual, money magic, something, right, to help yourself along in this situation. I feel like you could have been concerned too over a pet being sick, and maybe you're feeling better. Maybe now you have money for the vet, right? I don't know. It's something like, it's something getting better, or your pet just got better. But I do feel like concern too over a pet being sick, or having to pay a vet bill or something like that. But again, whatever this is, I feel like you're feeling better. You're looking better, definitely looking better here with the Queen of Wands. She's the most beautiful of the queens, the most attractive, right? So I do feel like you are feeling better. You're feeling yourself more, because she is dressed in yellow. That is the third chakra, solar plexus. So it's like you are feeling your energy come up too. You're feeling more energized. Maybe you weren't feeling so good before. Maybe you were feeling drained and tired. It's like maybe now you have more energy to do things, to be more active, to go out, you know, ride a bike, go for a walk, whatever. It's like now you feel more energy. So that is something good. I do see the yellow here too with this queen, with the Queen of Pentacles. She has the yellow in the background. She has her yellow pentacle. So things are definitely getting better. And like I said, it could be with money issues. Things are definitely getting better. Okay. So I really do like that. Let's go ahead and take a look at what bad thing is coming in. What kind of bad thing you don't see. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands here, fire element, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have the moon here, Cancer, Pisces. And we have the Six of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. I'm sorry if you hear that noise. Those are like the neighbors outside. I think their kids are playing. Sounds like they're running around. Here with the Seven of Wands being the first card, I feel like somebody might say something about you to try to start some drama, because I do feel drama here that you don't even know about. It's like some type of drama about you unfolding that you're like, what? I didn't even know there was, there was beef about me, or I didn't even know this person had beef with me. You know, it's something like you're like, what the heck? I wasn't even aware that I was in the middle of this fight or I was involved somehow. So I do feel like it's something that's going to throw you off, something that you weren't expecting. That, you know, again, it could be finding out people talking about you and you having to defend yourself, or somebody maybe trying to start drama with you or drag you into their own drama, something like that here. Okay, I am seeing that, and you're like, I ain't trying to be a part of it, but somehow they made you a part of it, you know. um I also feel like you could have somebody watching you that you don't know they're watching you. You know, maybe somebody like looking up your social media. They're secretly watching you, and again, it could be like to talk about you or to start beef with you. Hmm. This is somebody that likes attention for sure. This is somebody that definitely likes attention. Even if it's bad attention, they like it. So I kind of do feel like this person is going to try to pull you in just to have attention, whether it's a drama, whether, you know, it's an argument, whatever it is. And it could be because they're noticing you, because like I said, I feel like they're going to be looking at you. And it could be because you're feeling better and looking better. And this person might be like, you ain't going to do that. You're not about to look good and feel good. I'm about to start something here. So I am kind of feeling that for you. Okay, pile three. So just be careful, pull your energy back when it comes to this person or this situation, and be like, I didn't even know they had beef with me. I didn't even know whatever this they're trying to say about me. I wasn't involved. But you know what I mean? Because I do feel like somebody is trying to, they're going to try to wrangle you in, pull you in to some type of drama situation that, you know. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get you some cards. I'm gonna get one card for each side for my friend Raya's symbols deck. This is volume 2, this is volume 1, and I'm going to link her shops because she has a couple shops and in my description. Okay, so you can check her decks out. Okay, we have the toothpick, dwelling too much on small problems. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you one card here. Let's get you one card. All right, and we have the kitchen sink, number 77. Removing difficulties, starting fresh. Yeah, and I do feel that here. Starting fresh. Take a break, being in control, finding solutions, healthy habits, eliminating what no longer serves you, and a new path. Look at that. Okay, definitely. It's like when they say everything in the kitchen sink, everything's going in. Everything's being included to, again, you looking better, feeling better, and having more money in your pocket. Have being more rested, sleeping more, just feeling your energy better. Also, removing negative energy, because when the Nine of Swords is present, I always feel like that person has negative energy surrounding them, whether they caused it or not. You know what I mean? The negative energy is surrounding them. So you might have had negative energy surrounding you. Again, maybe sent by other people or people hating or whatever the situation was, right? There was negative energy, but it being in the reverse, I feel like the lift is there. Like there's been a lift. Maybe you've been clearing your space too. Maybe where you sleep, your bedroom, your house, you've been clearing your space. And because we do have the Queen of Wands, like I said, she's very witchy. Maybe you've done something to try to clear the negative energy out of your life, to clear your space, to clear your workspace, to clear your home. Like you've probably been working on clearing that energy. If not, maybe you might want to, because we do have this drama starter over here coming in. Okay, so all right, let's get you one card for this side over here. Woo. Okay, and we have a picture frame in the reverse though. Number 2, separation of ideas and thoughts, stuck, empty space, feeling a void, closed-minded, challenging perspectives, isolated and one-sided. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so this empty picture frame here in the reverse, it does make me think like that's going to be this person trying to paint a picture or an image of something that isn't really there. They're going to try to, again, change the story or say something about you that isn't even really there. Separation of ideas and thoughts. Yeah, they're going to try to put thoughts into people's head. Stuck, empty space, feeling a void. Yeah, this person, again, like I said, they like attention, whether it's positive or negative. They just like attention, period. So if the attention isn't on them, they do feel this empty space. They feel like, something's missing here. Something's missing in my life. So again, it's like they have to start something. And it says one-sided. Yeah, this is somebody very one-sided. They're going to have their own like story of how they explain something to people. Like you could maybe even have a situation happen with this person, but they're going to tell it from like their story and their viewpoint, where like you're the villain and they're the victim, and they're going to have, basically they're going to again paint the picture to people about like how bad you were and how good they were, something like that. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get from her symbols volume 1 deck, and let's see what we have. Let's get it for this side here, the positive, the good news side. Let's get you a card for there. Pile 3. Too many. Oh, and then this one is flipped. We have some cards here flipped. Oh, we have the anchor. That is a card of stability. To me, I always think of Aries when I see an anchor. So you might be in Aries or dealing with an Aries or have that somewhere in your chart. Okay. So we have the dove. Oh, nice. 29 breaking down to an 11, breaking down to a 2. Okay, so it says good thoughts, hope, faith, love, calmness, contentment, friendship, good health, prosperity, and spirituality. There you go. Prosperity and spirituality, which would be these two right here, prosperity, spirituality. So good health, positive things, having peace where you didn't at one time. So again, it's like moving forward. Things are changing. Okay, things are changing in a positive way for you, but again, we have to remember that not everybody likes to see us positive, and so they might try to start something here just to give you that negative shakeup, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get one for this side. I keep seeing like an Aries or a fire sign. I don't know if that's you or this person. Okay, we have 91, breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1. We have the torch off. So there is fire, but it is off. The light is off. The torch is off. It says danger ahead. Oh boy. Danger ahead, losses and failures. Be careful of others' intentions. What I tell you, what I tell you. Okay, be careful of others' intentions. Panic, disappointments in relationships, and fear. Disappointments in relationships. It doesn't say what kind of relationship. It could be any relationship, romantic, friendship, any type of relationship, a connection. So this is somebody that you have a connection with. Again, whether it's romantic, friendship, whatever, it's a connection that is going to basically, go left, right? It's something here is going to happen that you aren't seeing. This because we're on the bad thing you don't see coming. Fear, danger ahead, losses and failures. Oh my goodness. This could be a friend, right? This could be a friend that is not gonna like you, you know, um, being positive, being prosperous, being in a positive light. It's almost kind of like they're gonna want you stuck, so they're going to start something to make you stuck, even if it's for a little while. And you're going to have to defend yourself here with the 7 of Wands. It's like you're going to have to come out and defend yourself. And with the 7 of Wands too, I feel like this is something that's going to happen quickly. So again, this is something you don't see coming, right? This bad thing you don't see coming. I feel like this is going to happen quickly. It's not going to be something that is going to like slowly develop. Because we do have people that are like, they're very calculated in how they kind of start bringing in the little negative things, low key, right? This isn't something low key. It's going to happen. You're going to be like, what the hell? I know we disagreed on that, but I didn't mean for it to turn into that or for this to happen or whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's go. Let me get you one last card from my Cali Love Vibes deck. Let's see what we have here for you. Pile 3. 71 breaking down to an 8. You are about to break a generational curse. Look at that. 8 is the number that vibrates with abundance. 8 is also 8th house, which is Scorpio's house, a house of transformation. It is the house of death, changes. You're about to break a generational curse. Something here is changing for you. There's a lot of letting go here. For you to have this like positive swing here thing that's happening here for you, I also feel like it's because you're going to let go of a lot of things, and a lot of things that are negative, people, energies, things that just aren't serving you. You're letting them go. Okay, you're definitely making a lot of changes here. But like I said, over here we do have like somebody saying, oh, I don't like these changes, I don't like what you did, I don't like to see you smiling so much, something here with this person. But this is what's coming that you don't see coming. But again, I do feel like you will be prepared. Okay. All right, that's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 4, the blue card here, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with earth. So you could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or could be dealing with somebody, one of these are signs, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what good thing is coming in. So we have the 2 of Pentacles, okay, that is Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and again, you did pick Earth element. We have the Page of Swords, Air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Why did my King of Cups just fall? What the heck? What is going on here? My King of Cups fell. Okay, and then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, Earth again, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but the 9 of Pentacles to me normally is Virgo energy. So here I do see a financial situation getting better. Just like in pile 3, it was like money, right? It was money. So I do see that here with you. With the 2 of Pentacles, I'm not a fan of this card in the upright. I actually like it when it's in the reverse, but you got it in the upright. So there's been like a balancing, trying to balance things, trying to maybe, this is the card that I call robbing Peter to pay Paul. So it's kind of like, oh, I got to pay the electricity, I got to pay the water, I got to pay this, I got to pay that. So it's kind of like balancing it out, right? It's been a difficulty. There's been a challenge and balancing it out and paying the bills, right? a lot of stress and again and juggling over that. But then we have the Page of Swords here, and the Page of Swords is like we're going to cut something off. We're going to start fresh, and we're going to cut something off here. And then we do have the Nine of Pentacles. Like I said, it's normally Virgo energy to me, and Virgo is very organized, right, about how they do everything. They're very like they make their list, they check it twice, they find out who's naughty or nice. Maybe Virgo, maybe Santa Claus is a Virgo, right? Maybe Santa Claus is a Virgo because he checks that list. But anyways, so I do feel like things are going to get better for you. Maybe getting like a better job or a raise or more money or getting more hours, or even getting like having a partner or ex-partner help you with finances more, because the Page of Swords sometimes could be a child. So you might even have like an ex-husband that's going to give you like more child support or something like that, because I am kind of seeing help with a child. So maybe even if it's not financial help with a child, maybe somebody's going to come in and also help you more with the child. Maybe they're going to spend more time with the child, or you know what I mean, some type of help there where you able to balance your time and your finances a little bit better. um so I do see that, like having more time too is what I'm seeing having more time and having more finances here. What else am I getting here? Hold on. Yeah, I'm getting somebody coming in with some type of aid. Okay, I'm seeing the letter F too. For some reason I'm seeing the letter F. This could be somebody's name. Frank. Frank. I don't know, I'm seeing F, like an F name. It could be a last name too. Hmm. Yeah, because I am feeling you feeling better about your situation, because you might be like recently single or divorced or something like that, to where again maybe you were struggling like on your own. I do feel like some type of help coming in from somebody else, maybe this ex-partner, like I said, or somebody else is going to give you a little more time for you, or some type of help with finances here. Um, Also your health too is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing an improvement in health. Maybe you were feeling sick too, or feeling under the weather. I also feel like, again, things balancing out here. Maybe it's been like, oh, a little bit kind of off with your health. And I do feel a little more balance with that too. Hmm. Feeling stronger. So I'm getting, like having more strength in your body. Yeah, maybe you were feeling sick, drained, you just tired a lot, but I'm feeling kind of like an improvement here. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at these. Oh my gosh, we have the bad thing coming in that you don't see. We have the Nine of Swords here. Look at that, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That is normally Gemini to me, air element. We have the Queen of Pentacles. She's back here again, girl. She's here in the good and she's here in the bad. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, um, Capricorn. But like I said, normally it is Virgo. And we have the Two of Wands, fire element. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sag. So what is this bad thing here? So concerns, anxiety, sadness, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles in the middle, and then the Two of Wands as the last card of kind of like, well, what do I do? Do I do it? Do I not? So there might be something here where you're thinking of taking a leap of faith, maybe like the Fool energy, right? There's like the Fool energy here, but also not being sure of it. So it would kind of remind me of the Fool, but in the reverse, because the Fool in the upright, he just has faith, that feeling, I'm going to do it, I'm going to get it done, and that's it. When he's in the reverse, he's like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can jump. I don't know if I can take that leap. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like that type of energy. So that's what I'm kind of getting here with you. It might be like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I have the money. I don't know if I can. What the heck? Oh, give me 1 second, please. Okay, sorry about that. I was like, what is that screaming going on? That was my daughter. She dropped her toy, but don't call it a toy 'cause she'll get really mad. And then look, we have the King of Cups falling here too. Wow, so falling, right? Feeling like you're going to fall at something, like you're going to fail at something, right? That could be part of this stress coming up. Maybe also having to make a decision about like doing something. Do I move there? Do I take that job there? Do I take this relationship? Do I go further in this connection? Whatever it is, it's kind of like wondering, do I do it? Do I not? Do I do it? Do I not? And so there's that worry. Also, here with the Queen of Pentacles, you might have also an expense that you're not expecting. We have 9-9 here, right? We have 9-9, the number of completion. So you might be worried about like the money running out, because again, we do have it getting better here, because I feel like somebody's going to help, or there's going to be, a second job or more hours or a raise or something like that. But I do feel like there's going to be more here. But here in the bad thing you don't see coming, it might be like there's an unexpected expense that maybe you might be like, man, I got more money because I got more hours, great, but then that money had to go to um you know, getting the dishwasher fixed or whatever, you know what I mean? And so it's kind of like an unexpected expense that's going to maybe have you worried or stressing. Also, again, maybe having to make a decision on something that is going to affect you financially, like maybe even moving somewhere better, but the rent will be more or something like that. And you're like, oh, am I going to be able to do it? Or do I just stay where I'm at? Because again, we have the vehicle he's moving, right? Look, he has his little trailer hitched to his car. Oh my gosh, these kids. He has his trailer hitched to his car with all his little stuff in there and he's moving. So it might be having to do something. And there's a star here. So he's following that star. So it might have to do something with like, do I move? Yes, it's a better place, it's a better area for my family, but it's going to cost more. So should I do it? So it's kind of like, do I do it, do I not type of energy. And also, like I said, maybe an unexpected expense that's going to like stress you out. You know, you're like, damn it, just when I thought it was getting good, I have this expense that comes up. But normally that kind of happens, right? You know, we normally experience things like that. But okay, so anyway, so let's go ahead and get you a card. For one card for each side. This is my friend Raya's Vibe About It deck. This is her Symbols Volume 2. This is her Symbols Volume 1. And I'm going to link her shops in my description. Her shops are always linked in all my descriptions and all my videos. So go ahead, click on the links, and that way you can check out her decks. And if you want to go ahead and purchase her decks, okay? All right, so let's get you a card here for what good thing is coming in. Pile 4. What good thing is coming in? I do feel something here that is a little bit of a bad thing coming in. It does have to do with your stability. So I do feel a little bit of a shakeup here that has to do with money. So again, you know, maybe having to do some type of home repairs, or even moving from the home, something like that. Okay, that's what I am getting here. Okay, well, anyways, back to this. Back to this. Sorry, you know me. I get distracted and go on and on. Okay, pile 4. Pile 4. Oh, okay. We have the trinket box, 61, breaking down to a 7. It is in the reverse. Okay, it says, looking back at the past and having regrets. Something will come back to bite you. Buried secrets, misguided information. Wow. Looking back at the past. Huh. And then here we do have the spy card, right? With the Page of Swords kind of like looking at things. So maybe with this trinket box here, it's in the reverse. So it's kind of like it's open and everything's spilling out. So maybe you're going to have like emotions spilling out or feelings of, you know, the situation or a person, or maybe somebody is going to get in contact with you and spill out their feelings, their emotions. But, you know, this is somebody from the past. It says something buried is going to come back and bite you. So misguided information too. So, hmm. I feel like this has to do with family too, though. This card might have something to do with family. So maybe somebody that, you know, that's going to be like, oh, well, I've helped you in the past, or I'll help you, but in the past, remember this or remember that. So this could have somebody that might want to help you, but it could be some strings attached. Or even a past ex, like I said, it could be like an ex-spouse or somebody like that that wants to help you, maybe with helping you out more with like your child or your children, or helping you out with money. But there could also be strings attached too, you know, on why they want to help you. Okay, let's get a card for this side. And we have the toothpick, okay? Toothpick number 4. Opportunity to help out others. Useful, desire to find solutions, a quick fix. Yeah, something's going to need to get fixed here is what I'm getting. Needed, keen to details, goal oriented, and small problems. Yeah, exactly. I do feel like things are going to be popping up. It's like you're just like, just when things are getting good here with some money and time, because I do feel more time on your hands than normal, you know, because I do feel like you're just pressed normally for time because you're doing this, you're doing that, you're helping this person, you're doing that, you're helping everybody and their mama. So there's been no time for you. And I feel like here you're going to have more time. And just when that happens, and here we go, and we get pressed for time again. So, you know, here with the toothpick, it's like everything has to be very carefully selected on what you do, what your choices are, right? Because some, like, all these little things are going to be popping up again. Okay. All right, let me get you one of these cards from the Symbols Volume 1 deck. Let's get it for what good thing is coming inside here. I just saw the lantern on the bottom. So some type of light illumination, following the path less traveled, good advice coming to you, assistance, overcome worries and challenges ahead. Yeah, exactly. Like there's going to be some type of assistance here. Okay. Let's get one card for pile 4 for what good thing is coming in. And we have the rope, 76. Surrounded by support and protection, good. Achieving goals and laying down roots. Firm foundation and plans towards goals. Good. There it is. There it definitely is. On the bottom, we have flame, fire element. Okay, so definitely here with the rope. And then we have the water, the emotions. Yeah, the rope being tied down. It's like things becoming more stable, things becoming more grounded. Surrounded by support and protection. You're definitely going to be supported here. Like I said, somebody or people are coming in for some kind of help. They're going to give you help. They're going to give you a breather. They're going to give you a break. Okay, but we have to look out over here. Okay, so let's get one card for this side over here for what bad thing you don't see coming. Okay, pile 4. One card for one bad thing they don't see coming. Jeez. Okay. And we have 18 breaking down to a 9, 9, the number of completion with snuffed candle. It is in the reverse. It says victim of rumors or gossip. Oh, geez. Challenges on spiritual journey, future sickness, and damage control. Wow. That, you know what? It sucks, right? Because here we are having things getting finally good. Like I said, I do feel like an improvement of health here. And then we go over here to the bad thing coming in and future sickness. So it's like we're going to be having a good pause here. We're going to have a good moment of health. And then here in the future, there's a future sickness. So, I mean, what can you do, right? But I do feel like here, the good thing is you're going to feel better, have more time, have more rest, have more money, have more help. And then over here in the bad thing, you don't see coming. It's going to be like little things piling up, little oh, I need to pay this, or this got messed up, or I got to get the car fixed, or whatever. Something's going to come up where you're going to maybe stress and worry about that finances. And then here with the snuffed candle in the reverse, it's like things being put out though. So it's kind of like a moment of blockage again, I guess we could say. Victim of rumors and gossip. So that might also be why there's stress and worry here, because you're going to maybe hear that people are talking about you, that yeah, they're going to be gossiping about you and your choices or what you're doing or who you're seeing or who you're with or whatever. There's always somebody that's got something to say. Okay, challenges on spiritual journey. So yeah, so you might, again, it's like the full energy, like I said, the full energy in the reverse, because the fool has faith. He has faith, like no matter what's in front of him, and his heart, he has that faith that, like, look, whatever this difficulty is, I'm going to get through it and it's going to get better. But the fool in the reverse is like, oh my gosh, this ain't going to happen, I got no faith in this. And that's what I'm kind of getting here, where you get kind of blocked in your faith, and it kind of blocks your spirituality, your connection, right? We get that spiritual connection kind of blocked here with the snuffed candle. And it's like, light that candle, don't snuff it out, or don't let somebody else come in and snuff it out with their bull. Okay, let me get you one last card from my Kelly Love Vibes deck, okay? One last card for pile number 4, please. One last card for pile number 4. Pile 4. Okay, it's 2 cards. Okay, well, I guess we'll take them. We have 55. Wow, changes, choices, and challenges. Nothing haunts us like the things we don't say. And being haunted, right? It's kind of like this Nine of Swords energy here, being worried, being stressed, maybe things that you're not saying, maybe you're not speaking up for yourself, maybe you're not going to stand up for yourself if these people are gossiping about you or making up rumors, that's going to stress you, or you're going to worry about that. Like, what can I say, or how do I defend myself, right? Because here we do have the candle, the card saying damage control. So you're going to need to do some type of damage control and speak up for yourself about these things that they're saying. We have 53 breaking down to an 8. Angel number 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I love seeing this number. When I see 1, 2, 3, 4, I love this. Have faith. And speaking of faith, right? Because like I said, the full card is about having faith. But I feel with this energy coming in for you, it's like your faith is going to be very low, very blocked. Okay, have faith in yourself to take the steps to where your soul is guiding you. Look at that. Have faith in yourself to take the steps to where your soul is guiding you. Again, just that full energy of like, I don't know where I'm going, but I know when I get there, I'm going to be okay. I know it's going to be okay. Okay. So that is the message here for you, pile 4. That's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.